What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, my friends, and let's get into it. All right, it is the 18th of July. Here we are, about 2 days, 8 hours left in this week. Actually, it's more like 7 hours. 7 hours left in the day here. 1.84 cents is the price, and we're consolidating. Yeah, we're just chilling, guys. Not doing too much. You know what's great? Bitcoin's dropping, right? It's down 1.2%, but OnyxCoin's actually up 1%. So that's actually kind of nice. Yes, OnyxCoin dropped down a little bit too, but we're doing exactly what I thought we would do, which is consolidating, right? Just staying in this range, not doing anything too crazy. I shouldn't say we're doing exactly what I thought we were going to do. I exactly would be going down to about a 1.73, 1.75, 1.7 cent area, something down here, right? Finding support in this kind of zone. That would be exactly what I think it's going to do. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But, you know, with this 4-hour candle that we just closed, you know, about an hour ago, that was a pretty bearish engulfing candle right there. But again, with Bitcoin even moving down and OnyxCoin's just chilling, it's very possible that we just stay in this range, guys. We stay in this range, and then Monday comes along, and boom, then we rip. Very, very nice pennant pattern right here. We could very well stay range bound. So don't expect anything too crazy. I guess the best call would be that we're just going to move sideways over the coming days, and then next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in that time frame, we should be moving up. If we do happen to break out to the downside, it won't be extreme. It'll be very minor, and then boom, then we're ripping and dipping, or we're dipping and ripping, I guess. If we're looking at this on the 1-hour time frame, which we are about to do, let's get to it. Man, looking at the MACD, we're rejecting the zero, lower, probably lower. Looking at the RSI, super neutral, I don't know. It's very neutral. We're at a point where I'd expect you bounce, actually. But MACD tells me lower, stochastics tell me lower, 2 out of 3 say lower. We're going lower. And we absolutely could, even though you're neutral on the RSI, we absolutely could go lower. We are below the 40, go into that oversold zone. I mean, that wouldn't be too crazy at all. Looking at this here, there's no real discernible pattern other than that pennant, right? We could break out to the downside. It's very possible. Yeah, there's really nothing to discern. It's just too neutral. Getting a headache looking at it right there. 4-hour time frame is a little bit more obvious, right? You've kind of got this base of support, right, like right here, and maybe even up a little bit higher. But right where you found resistance before, you're grinding this area out. You're getting lower highs. You're even slipping below this area sometimes. I think you're going to move down, guys. Yeah, absolutely, we're going to move down. No, we're not going to move down below 1.7 cents. Or if we do, talking about a very small wick, nothing too crazy though, okay? Like maybe you wick down there and then you close up here on a 4-hour candle, but nothing crazy. I'd be very surprised if we went below like 1.69 cents. Or even, I would be surprised if we even got down to 1.7 cents. I don't think that we do, but something a little bit between 1.7 and 1.75. That's my expectation at the moment. But even though I'm expecting that, we could very well, again, we could just move sideways. We do not have to move down. We could just continue to move sideways. That very well could happen. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, we are in a downtrend. I would think this downtrend ends, and we can keep moving down in the RSI and move sideways in the price. You don't have to move down in the price for the RSI to move down. I would think we keep moving down until we're at the 40 level at least, if not down into the oversold zone. Okay, and if we get to the oversold zone, but we're not breaking down on the price, then that would probably correlate with just like we would have to move sideways until like Wednesday. It would take a long time, right? When you move sideways, the RSI cools off at a slower rate. And not always when you move sideways does it cool off, but when you move sideways and you're slightly coming down like this, it moves down at a slower rate, especially off of a fresh up move there. What am I trying to say? I'm just trying to say that if we move sideways, it'll take more time for the RSI to cool off. Typically, which might, instead of Monday being our day that we move up, it might be Tuesday or Wednesday, right? Typically with uptrends and downtrends in the RSI, you end in the overbought zone. Downtrends, you end in the oversold zone. I don't know if we get oversold. We could end like we did the last one, just right at the tip, at the base of it. You know, we could find support there, but something like that, at least from here, would likely take us down to about 1.7 cents, 1.75 cents. Okay, something like that. And I don't expect it to happen all at once. If it does, great, get it done with. But what I'd also think is going to happen is the 4-hour MACD will probably come down and bounce off the zero. The blue line probably crosses below the zero. The orange line probably bounces right off of it, something like that. And then that'll happen by like Monday, Tuesday, the way that I have it drawn. I mean, at this given current trajectory, I mean, it really is looking like Monday or Tuesday would be the day that we move up higher. But this can come down faster. You know, it just depends. But I would bet kind of correlating with the RSI here, bouncing off the oversold zone, we're going to get the MACD to bounce off the 0 line, okay? And you can go just below the 0 line and still get a bounce. That's fine, okay? It's totally fine. Stochastics look bearish. Down we go, my friends. Oh, sinners, let's go down, let's go down, let's go down, yeah. We're gonna go down, let's go down. We're gonna make a bull flag today. We're gonna bull flag every day. Bull flag every day, day, and then we're gonna rip next week. We're gonna move up. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time. I don't know why I'm in a silly mood, you guys, but I got some. I didn't really get great sleep last night, but I got some good sleep. A little bit of good sleep. Hold on, I'm looking at something else on a different tab. And you can keep my tab open. Anybody know that song? Anybody know that artist? That's a man. He's good, but he just like he stopped making music. I don't know why, or maybe he kept making music and it just wasn't as good. I don't know. Sammy Adams. Anyways, 1.8 cents now. Lower we go. Daily time frame looks bullish as hell. Stochastics, RSI, MACD, everything about this is bullish. So we're consolidating. So what? Who cares? Weekly time frame, same thing. And I wouldn't even say everything about this is bullish, but what I would say is we are set up to be bullish. Weekly stochastics pointed toward the upside. We're probably going to get overbought. Bullish. Weekly RSI, you've got a W base here. Bullish as hell. You get overbought. I mean, the last time we got overbought, it was glorious to say the least. MACD, we haven't seen the MACD. Whoop, that's not what I meant to do. We haven't seen the MACD cross green since February. Technically, it hasn't cross green since January. What's that going to do? It's going to do some good stuff, you guys. It's going to do some really good stuff. We are just chilling. We're waiting. And we are about to rip. It's a glorious W on the price. It's a glorious W on the RSI. It's going to be a glorious time for everything, man. I got nothing else for you guys. The targets that we're going to, again, to the downside are 1.7 cents, 1.75 cents, somewhere in that range. Maybe right there in the middle of those ranges at 1.25, 1.3. Then we're going to move up to 8.2 cents to 15.7 cents, likely by the end of this month. I think we'll be closer to 8 to 10 cents by the end of the month. And then going into August, we should be seeing 26 to 32 cents on approach there. Yeah. Consolidate over the weekend. Have a nice time. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. And if you're watching the charts like a madman, just take a break. You know, it's the weekend. Go away. Come back with fresh eyes in 2 days. All right, bye-bye.